Welcome to Sounds of Sud. I'm your host, Jasmine. This podcast is for all the music lovers and anyone that wants to learn more about working in the music industry. Bringing you interesting insights and wild stories from DJs to festival organisers, we talk to all of the people behind the scenes that make the magic happen. So make sure to hit subscribe and I'll see you on the dance floor. Welcome, Ben, to Sounds of Sud, the podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming over again at the last minute. I appreciate the flexibility.
It's all good.
So yeah, welcome. I've invited you over here because for multiple reasons. So a DJ, promoter of Blueprint events, which was the first ravey style event that I ever went to in Sydney. So that's really cool. So we can circle back to that in a minute. And more widely known for your restaurant, The Lucky Cat.
Yeah, The Lucky Cat, yeah. So that's become the forefront of everything lately.
Yeah, it's awesome.
2.0.
Can't wait to touch about all of it. Yeah. Obviously Lucky Cat's moved and just got a new home recently, which is exciting. Yeah. Which we might circle back to in a minute. Yeah, easy. But just before we turn the camera on, we were talking, you're also from England, from the Midlands. Yeah. Been here for, did we land on 10 or 11
Yeah,
years?
about 10 and a half, I reckon, yeah. 10
and a half.
Yeah. 10 and a half years.
Yeah. Do you want to go into a little bit of your story just about you, first of all, and then we can...
Yeah, I was born in Leicester in England, and kind of grew up there for a little bit, and then to Africa, in Cape Town. I'm born into a motor racing family, so I'm actually a motor racing mechanic myself. That's my trade. What? So I grew up in Africa and then America for 12, 15 years, I think, off and on. And I used to live in Indianapolis, which is where the Indy 500 is. So I was building Indy cars. So I travelled the world building race cars, basically. And the first time I came to Australia was to race in the Gold Coast.
What?
20 years ago now. So that's the first time I came to Australia. And then, at that point, I moved back to California. So I was pretty happy there. But after that, the years went by and I always thought about Australia. And ended up back in England and reinventing myself again, and then ended up DJing and doing parties and stuff in 10 years. And then in the end, I think I was just still not in a happy place, and I chose Sydney.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah, that's my business. Everything just pulled the pin, and then moved here, and then started from zero.
Wow. So when you came here initially, you came here just travelling through?
No, we were doing a race in the Gold Coast.
Yeah, so you weren't on like a working holiday.
No. I was just a business. So yes.
Wow, that's so cool.
For very intense 8 days or something.
Yeah, interesting start to the story. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that.
People don't know that side. So I've had a few different hats.
Yeah, nice. And then so you've been back in Australia 10, 11 years.
11 years, yeah, in 10 and a half years. So.
And then always in Sydney?
Yeah, well, I looked at Perth and then I was in Melbourne for a month. But then, actually, funny enough, I came to Sydney for a long weekend. And it was during the winter, I think, in Melbourne. And it was sunny up here. And I went to the Abercrombie for Sash. And
Sash used to be Abercrombie.
Yeah, that's well, they were a White Horse, and then they were Abercrombie. Abercrombie's where they really was put on the map.
Right.
So that was wicked. They used to have a little terrace upstairs before they demolished the whole thing next door and built that skyscraper. But I went there and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So it was Robert Babbitt, I think, was playing, and I had quite a few friends from England living in Sydney at the time, and then we had the best time ever. I was like, okay, this is where I want to be. So and Melbourne was freezing. It's like June.
Yeah. So
I went back to Melbourne. I was like, what am I doing here? So then I ended up coming to Sydney, and but at that point I had no intentions of being a DJ again or anything like that. I kind of put all that behind me, and I was like, right, well, it's new life in Australia, But then I got a job with Function One, which is because I used to do audio stuff too. So Function One is like the big audio company. And next thing I was working at like Bush Duffs, so Rainbow Serpent, Strawberry, and I was like stage manager, audio tech, and so I met everybody, and I basically lived in tent for 6 months every year.
What?
And travelled all over Australia in the outback, and doing all these cool duffs, which is amazing because I never saw that side of like events, festivals in England or even in America. I went to some stuff like that, but in Australia, the word bush stuff, all the bamboo and like the art and stuff, and just how loose and free people are is like a whole different experience, and it really changed everything for me.
Wow, that's so interesting. Yeah. I know she referenced Rainbow Serpent, which I haven't been to, but my friend Alex has.
It's not been on for a while now, actually. Yeah.
Has it not?
No, COVID and some financial things and the fires and stuff like that. So Rainbow, Strawberry, Maitreya, these are all like really good bush stuffs.
I went to Strawberry last year and we just got tickets. Went to hell on earth the other day trying to get the tickets for this year, but we got them, thank God. Cause,
amazing festival.
It's an amazing festival.
Yeah. Like, I actually played the main stage there, like when I was working, because one of the guys didn't turn up, and I was like, shit, and he can play. I was like, right, okay, I've got my ESP. So I ended up opening the main stage at Strawberry Fields. That's the second year I was here.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
As if someone didn't turn up for a main
I
stage.
know, like, it was a flight issue, and they're like, shit, you know, there's like 1,000 people there, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh my god, that's what they should say with DJs. You should always have your USB on you.
Yeah, always. So that's one of those golden moments. Got an amazing picture from it, you know, like the dust in the air and the sun coming through the trees, and yeah, it was a really cool moment.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then what did you actually do for them working?
So I was basically building the sound system, like setting it all up, and then running the stage throughout the weekend, like audio tech and stage manager. So
one of my best friends does all the audio in our day job together, and I must say to him, like, why doesn't he get into the festival circuit?
yeah, the festival's good, but it's hard work, you know.
Yeah, of course.
It's hot. It's dusty.
Yeah.
Like you're breathing dust for 8 days. You're sick after each one, and all this crap in the air.
Yeah,
it's just, and you're in a tent. It's a lot, and you just it's very draining. Like because you also when you're there, it's not easy just to be professional, you know, because all your friends are there half the time, and like you get off work after, and then it's like party, and then you have a quick sleep, and then you're back to work again. Yeah, and after 8 days you're just cooked, you know, and then you've got to pack all like trucks full of sound away when you just got no energy left.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. The setup's one thing, but the
pack down. No one's there for the pack down. It smells and it's dusty. And you're like, oh my god, what am I doing here? You know?
So how many years or seasons like did you do that kind of stuff?
I did that for 3 years. Yeah, it's 3 years, and then I pulled the pin on that, and I bought my own sound, and I started doing sound hire for other people.
Okay.
And
do you still do that now?
Not really. I've really cut it down.
Yeah.
Like just the minimal stuff now, because it was just late nights, heavy lifting, and all that all that stuff. It's pretty much after that I ended up taking over the nightclub in Bondi Junction, the old Jam Gallery, the Junction, which is Spring Street Social.
Oh.
Yeah, the nightclub attached to that. So we were doing parties there, and I was sort of approached like, hey, do you want to take over the nightclub? They're going bust, and I wasn't really sure I wanted to, but I did. Myself and my buddies took it on, and I stayed in that for about a year. And
my friend had his 30th there when we just come out of COVID.
Yeah.
The only time I ever went there, it was cool. Is it just the downstairs part?
Yeah, it's downstairs, so it's like a bar, and then you go through the other door, and it's like a nightclub in the other side.
It's really cool.
Yeah, we had some amazing acts there, and like good parties, but it's very tricky Bondi Junction, licensing and things like that, and financially it's not amazing, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of overhead, so I ended up pulling the pin on, walking away from it anyway, and leaving them up to it, and that's when I opened the Lucky Cat in Coogee, which is my first ever restaurant.
Wow. What made you go?
I was living in Coogee, and I was there like 5 years at that point, and there was just no dumplings, because I never had a dumpling until I moved to Australia.
What?
Yeah, I never had a dumpling. I was like, come for dumplings. Like, what's a dumpling? So then I had a dumpling, and I was like, oh my god, these are like little balls of happiness shit. And I was going to the city all the time. I was like, why is there no dumpling places in Coogee? Like, it's just bars and burgers and breakfast. And then I kind of just taught myself into doing it. So I winged it. Just took notes from everywhere I went, and then put it together.
That's amazing. That's so funny, because that's obviously what I do for a day job, is opening restaurants.
Yeah.
So it's
kind of you know how it is.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I mean, we got slammed immediately. As soon as I opened it, it was like, well, peak busy, in November.
Coogee Bay Road as well.
Yeah, it's like somewhere near it. Yeah, somewhere like, everyone's like, oh, dumpling restaurant. And then, we got slammed and like, basically a little bit unprepared. First restaurant, all new staff, but we pulled it together.
It happens.
Yeah, we got better and better as we went every month, and that lasted like 5 years. And
you had it for 5 years.
5 years, 5.5 years, yeah. So I went through a lot of shit, like the roadworks and COVID and fires, and there's a lot of challenges.
The whole road was closed.
Oh yeah, they dug the whole thing up for ages. That was the first hurdle, and then we had the fires, and it's all smoky, and there's a lot of stuff through that, and then COVID, COVID 1 and COVID 2, kind of, which made it through all that, but I was kind of over it, but after 5 years, like having a restaurant solely is like a hustle. And
so that one didn't, because as I was saying before, as we just met my housemate, we tried to come for his birthday, but he left it last minute.
Yeah. We used to do parties there.
Yeah.
Like upstairs, there's a little function room. There's a proper restaurant room that we turned into a little club, push all the tables out the way, and the garden. That was in the early days, but basically, because it's a restaurant, this is half the issues why I left there. Is the police and the neighbours. So we were always getting fines. We had to finish at midnight. Everyone always wanted to have a lock-in. So I was getting undercovers coming in, the police, the neighbours complaining about the music and the noise levels, and so just after every time, it's like it's not worth it, So I was approached by Get Sashimi from Bondi, and they actually asked if we would be happy to sell the lease, and it was just at the right time.
Oh, so you got approached, didn't you?
I sold the lease, and right at that time, Universal Group gave me a call, and they said, hey, do you want to come look at a venue we've got on Oxford Street? Now, I was toying with opening another restaurant, but I wasn't so enthusiastic about it. And then they showed me the space that I'm at now, which is above the Riley.
So Universal own that space?
Yeah, they've got 16 venues. Like they're a big group.
16 venues.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're doing loads of stuff and really nice, like family-run business. Nice guys. They own a Civic as well, so I've been working with them for 10 years, like just doing events. So I know them. They reached out to me because this place that we moved into, it's got the kitchen, it's got the bar, it's got the function side of it. It's got a 5 AM license because they've got pokies downstairs. So they reached out to me because they didn't want it to be a sole nightclub. They wanted it to have that balance. So yeah, they came to me, which is interesting. I said no at first when I looked at it. I was like, I don't want to be doing 5 AM, like constantly, and it looked pretty raw. The space did. I just didn't see the potential in it. I kind of slept on it and thought about it for a little while, and then had a little vision, after a few days, and then the next thing you know, here we are. So it all worked out like it's fate, as they say,
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been saying it a lot to various people on the podcast about, like, all your path is kind of mapped out for you a little bit. You just got to follow the signs and put the work in, and
exactly, yeah. I mean, it's kind of things. I was offered to sell, and I was offered a new venue at the same time, which I can make it up. And then
actually, when you think about it,
it just happened perfectly,
Yeah.
And I closed Coogee, and I opened that one 3 days later. After a month of like work.
I was going to say, not much of a
no, it was literally 3 days. So because I didn't want to lose the staff and lose.
I was going to say, did you keep your staff?
Kept everyone, yeah. So
that's amazing.
And got new staff, and obviously a few. And now in winter, a lot going north like they always do, right?
Pardon?
And a lot now in winter, a lot of the specialty floor stuff and things like that, they all go up to Gold Coast or Cairns.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't stick around when it's cold. So we've got a lot of new people now, which is great. So, and a whole different new business model, which is now pretty nightclub heavy.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Oh my god, I have so many questions. Obviously, that's the main reason is like that. We would have had stuff to talk about anyway, but the stuff that made it relevant for right now is obviously opening that nightlife space.
Yeah.
I came in 3 weeks ago on the 15th of June. I know the date because it was my boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, yes.
And we were going home. We were just having like a wholesome day because we both turned 30 last year. So like nice chill birthdays this year. Yeah. And he just kept going on about he wants to go see the Lucky Cat. I was like, okay. And we came in and it looks amazing.
Yeah, cool.
Lots of like all the acoustic curtains and everything. Yeah. Is it acoustic curtains?
Well, we've got the curtains, and it's got like padding on the walls and stuff like that. And it's got 180 umbrellas upside down on the ceiling.
Yeah, they love it. I love it.
All that. I mean, we've done a lot more even since then. It's still evolving.
It's still a work in progress.
Yeah,
but it looks really cool.
Getting there now. Yeah.
I was looking at all the speakers and the subs and everything. I was like,
there's a lot going on in there. It's pretty cool. Everything's controllable. Like, it's very pretty, and basically, like the whole look of that place is kind of taken from the festival days, like Rainbow and all these festivals I went to, and cool nightclubs in Melbourne that I like 161 and Revs, with the couches on the floor, and I was like, Sydney, like it's very sterile in a lot of clubs and venues. It's cold and you need 150 people in there for it to be vibing, and it's like one chair to sit on. I was like, I want to take from the Melbourne and the festivals like the warmth and like the boutique coziness. So that's where the umbrellas came from, and the visual aspect of it. We've got a projector in there with like all the mapping on the umbrellas and stuff, and cool.
Well, we came in, you just opened. I actually met your manager, Andy. Yeah. Andy.
So Andy, yeah.
Worked together for a long time.
Yeah. So we used to have the club together in Boland Junction, and then I opened Coogee. And the club didn't work out for him. He hung on to it for about 5 years, which I don't know how he did that, But yeah, so then he came down to Coogee and he's worked for me here. Well, there, sorry.
Yeah.
And then now we've moved and gone to this new venture, So again, like I said earlier, we were both a bit daunted about going into that world again, But it's kind of worked out perfectly, and we both love it now. And
yeah, good.
And logically, it's perfect for what we both do. Like, he's a DJ as well. I'm a DJ. We're both like the food side of it, the restaurant side. It's a bit, it's got that balance, and then we have the crazy night side too.
When did you actually officially open the new Lucky Cat?
May 30th.
May 30th. Yeah. Okay, so we're like 2 months in.
Yeah. Yes. No. Our 7th weekend this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So,
and
it's great.
And has it been? Obviously, I've just gone through similar stuff for myself in my day job, which I don't really like to talk about on here because I'm trying to keep it separate. But has it been as you expected? Like.
Yes, and better, really. I mean, when I open it, if you build it, they come, they say. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't know if it was going to be a restaurant, if the nighttime side of it would work, and it's all worked so far. Like
so they're using the space as you wanted, so you get like more restaurant-y. Eating in the earlier parts of the night.
Yeah, but I mean, the early parts of the night, get random tables coming and stuff like that, and then obviously like you know, when we do functions like on a Wednesday, we're doing live jazz. So we put all the couches on the dance floor, and it's like, you know, the stage is up there, and like 3-piece band, and you know, we sell tickets for that, and it's really busy on a Wednesday, so which is great. Thursdays, you know, it's a little bit hit and miss. We're gonna maybe do some Latin stuff on a Thursday, and then Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays we've got events on. But it's really busy from like 6 to 8, 9.
So is it always like a promoter model, or are you?
Well, that seems to work later, obviously, and people do come early, or they have like I'm getting birthdays and stuff like that, you know, because then they stay and hang out for the party later as well. So it's kind of all working hand in hand. Yeah, I mean, but I'm also seeing, especially on a Friday, like the restaurant's packed, like every seat in the whole place is full, and then later it kind of turns different crowds and come in, and so it's really good. It's pumping from early till, you know, till like 2, 3 a.m. So.
And at the moment, is it any paid entry, or you just?
No, well, some nights on the Saturdays, obviously, because pretty much every Saturday until February next year is taken by a promoter.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like
that's amazing.
Booked out, yeah, and we've got really good brands in there, you know, like, and the international's booked in and everything. So it's really cool. So I managed to keep a couple for myself.
Yeah.
But now even the Fridays they're all pretty much getting snapped up. The Sundays we've got Tabarasa, they're running the Sundays right now. And then we've got our first Latin night tonight, which should be interesting because we used to do reggaeton at the club in Bondi Junction. That's one of our busiest nights.
It's so funny you mentioned reggaeton, because Bella Baque, she's a DJ and performer. She came on here like literally just 2 weeks ago. She kept referencing that, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then this is so weird. Then she referenced reggaeton back in Bondi Junction.
Oh, did she?
It's one of what first started getting her into dance music.
Oh yeah, cool.
Like she used to go out to that kind of stuff and then naturally progress. So that's really weird.
It's pumping. I mean, and even if people weren't into that music, they're going there because it's a vibe, you know, it's really good energy. And so, yeah, Davy is one of the main promoters we used to do that with. And so he's now coming in tonight, and then we're going to try and move it to every Thursday.
Okay.
And so Thursday and then Fridays will be sort of bit of a mixture, and then the Saturdays will be always like cool house and whatever, you know, like for the locals and internationals and stuff. And then, and then Sundays. So that's the entertainment side of it. And
it's kind of great, really, because you can go there, like you say, have dinner, have drinks.
Yeah.
And then you can warm up to a party.
It's a one-stop shop, you know. We're getting bookings of like 40, 50 people, you know, for people's birthdays, like I said, or whatever.
What is the capacity?
About 240.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, because you've obviously got the banquettes down the other side.
Yeah, I mean, seated is about 60, high 60s, you know. We've got some more stalls coming.
Can you eat in the dance floor area?
Yeah. We've got couch areas there, and we put stalls all around the bar. So it's about close to 70 with both sides is seated, which is plenty. And then later, as it turns into a party, we push the couches back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The stalls and the tables disappear, and the next thing it's a nightclub, you know. So it works. It's really great because we can have both that side, you know.
Yeah, that's really fun. That's really fun. As I said, we popped in and we literally just had a quick beer. We were very happy to see. I don't remember if you have Magners or Bulmers now, but whatever one it was, we were happy that you had
Magners. The last time I looked.
Yeah.
So anyway, we need cider because we did get we had a lot of Irish and Coogee, and they always moan about not having cider.
Yeah, they do. They do. When Porrick and I went to America last year, we could not get a cider anywhere. I don't really drink beer because I can't have gluten, which is very annoying. So we found one place in the middle of nowhere in some random state, I can't remember where it was, and they had Magners on tap.
Wow.
Like, this is so weird.
That's rare.
So weird. Which was awesome. Okay, and so you're a couple of weeks in. So anyone you can share about the promoters coming in, or is it?
Crescendo. They've done a really good party. Which is like only Luca and Nadim. This warehouse. So they've come together and made this new brand, and that's going really well. And then there's Mamba, which is another one, which is Fafa Records. That was last week. That pumped. Had like Danny B and Cass playing. So they've got one next weekend.
See, I don't know Danny B and Cassette. Is it Cassette?
Yeah,
but I know their names.
Yeah, no, they've been around forever. Yeah. They're like the queens, you know, of the scene.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. I must meet them.
Yeah, they're awesome. Great DJs, good friends of mine, and good producers. You know?
Yeah.
So they're like you've got Robbie Lowe, you got Kaz, you got Danny. Like these are Gabby, people like that.
Robbie Lowe is the owner of Return to Rio.
No, that's Ricky Cooper.
Oh, Ricky Cooper.
Yeah, Robbie's
me.
Yeah, Robbie's been around for 25 years. I mean, he's played everywhere. So he's like the Don. Ricky, he's always done that more like melodic, progressive sound. You know, this is like Sasha and Henning Cantanea and people like that. You know, and obviously he's got his festival Return to Rio up in Wiseman's.
Did you ever play at Return to Rio?
Yeah, I've done every single one. Yeah.
Have you? You read the latest one?
Actually, every single one apart from last year. I didn't make that because I was up in Byron actually, and I had a double booking.
Yeah,
so I couldn't make that one. Which, Apparently, it's really good. I mean, there's like lower numbers, but it's really good. So.
Yeah, for me, I love every festival and everyone is like a new and unique experience. But like it was cool because it was more. The festival was obviously great, but then like because of the style of venue it was at and like the having powered campsites, we had the decks going all night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be a stuck record keep going on about it, but like it was just so much fun, and that's where I had the idea to do the podcast.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. Okay. Not there directly, but after that weekend, I was like, wow, there's so many connections, so many people, and like all these weird coincidences, and I just had so much fun. It was like if in the days afterwards, I was like, I think we'll do a podcast.
That's good. It's great to get to hear people's stories. Yeah. Ricky being another good one. I mean, Ricky's a legend. He's been doing it for so many years, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, I haven't had any shortage of people. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been in a few situations where like someone's had to cancel or whatever, and I'm like, oh shit. But overall, I have like a very long list of people that are like due to come on. Like, I'm about to go home, and we're like, we'll touch base when I get back. Like, lots of people are interested because it's fun. And even like in the first 2 minutes of this story, you already shared something that a lot of people wouldn't know.
Motorsports.
About you, motorsports. Like, how random. Super cool. So, I've got many questions. So, the Lucky Cat, are you doing any? Have you got any New Year's Eve gig?
I haven't even thought about New Year's Eve yet. Obviously, that's going to be a no-brainer. I think. Just with how people are taken to it, you know. It's on fire as far as an event space, you know, and the restaurant is pretty busy here and there on certain nights. So, I mean, it's something I'll look at. I don't even know what day it is actually. What day is it for?
Yeah, I've got no idea. I don't think it's on a weekend this year. No, I think it might be on a Monday.
Is it Monday? Yeah, New Year's Eve. I think I just had a look. That was Wednesday or something like that. Oh, no, Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so I mean, we'll plan something. It'll be amazing. We usually do a boat party, so I'll probably do a boat party with Andy, the manager, and then we'll make that like the kick on or something.
So you won't operate the restaurant? You don't?
Well, I'm going to do both. Yeah. I'm still trying to work it out. Maybe I'll get off the boat and go to the restaurant. I don't know. Do the midnight. We'll work it out. Yeah.
Many balls in the air. And what would you say percentage, like, so you've been open 7 or 8 weeks now?
Yeah.
The mix of like nightclub versus restaurant, is it like 50-50 or?
I'd say it's about 60-40. Yeah. Like, but Saturday night's pumping like full. Yeah. But saying that, people do come in from 6. The restaurant's full. Everyone's eating, so it's a good balance. And then, I mean, yeah.
And where do you think where do you think, like, what do you think's made that successful? Obviously, you've had a restaurant, so you've got a brand that people are going to become, we'll come see the new spot, check it out.
Yeah.
That obviously makes sense. But why do you think people have taken to the nightclub side of things?
I think just obviously because I've been doing events for 10 years. People know me. People know my brand. And then mixing the two together, like everyone always came to Lucky Cat for a drink or some food and Coogee, but now I've opened Lucky Cat 2.0, which has got an amazing sound system. The same sound system as the Civic, you know, it's German Eclipse sound system. We've got the amazing umbrellas. Like everyone's just seen the videos and hearing about it from friends who have played or gone there, blah blah. And so it's literally like built up a hype very quickly, and even from the start we were full, you know. So I think because I was dropping little hints and pictures and videos like when I was building it and sort of saying what it's going to be,
creating the hype and everything.
The hype was there as soon as we went there from the get-go.
And you've obviously you've been around the block a few times. So
so I've got the socials, you know, followings and stuff like that, and connections with people, and so I'm kind of using everything I have, you know, to my ability.
To your advantage. Wow. And how many staff do you have?
It's about 10, I think. 10? Right now. Yeah.
Oh, that's not many.
Yeah. I mean, when we're busy, we need 10 actually. On Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean, to operate.
Yeah, you've got 3 in the kitchen. You know, you've got like 3 or 4 behind the bar, and then you've got the floor, and it's chaos. Like
7 days a week.
No. Right now we're doing Wednesday to Sunday.
Okay. Well, that's nice because then everyone gets 2 days.
Everyone gets a few days off. And I think this, you know, we're only doing from 5 p.m. till late right now. We can go until 5 a.m.
Which could be 12 hours.
Yeah. So 5 p.m. onwards. So and then we're obviously looking at doing daytime trade, like on the weekends, like brunches and things like that. You know,
bottomless brunch.
Yeah, because they're pretty wild. I've been to some in Dubai, you know, and they have like people dressing up gorilla suits and they're jumping around. They've got DJs on, like craziness, you know. But it's quite free though, the drinking rules. So that's the only thing we need to look at, like RSA, you know.
Yeah, RSA.
Yeah, so but I think we could really make some fun brunches. Like,
I must say that's something I think Sydney does well. Like bottomless brunch, I don't really do that kind of thing anymore because I'm not like huge into the alcohol side of things. But like there's a loads of bottomless brunches and they're all very unique. And again, you could put your own unique spin on why you're doing, like totally. Bottomless dumplings and whatever. Whatever. And
it's good with the venue because we can open all the blinds and curtains up, and it's actually very bright in there.
Oh, is it? So
you can make it just like it's a nice daytime vibe in there. Like we're even going to do some corporate stuff, and like, you know, they can come in or like work remotely, plug it in, sit in your laptop and
Oh wow! So really, yeah,
we were like, it's gonna be great for that side of it too. So we're only just beginning right now. We're trying to like sort of fine tune things before we.
That's take too much on. Like you can't go too big, too fast.
No, you don't like screwing things up and it's half-assed, So
100%.
We're trying to fine tune what we're doing, and we're getting there. I mean, 7 weeks in, it's still going to take till summer, I reckon, until we've got everything really dialed in. But we'll probably bring the brunches into play and things like that. And then once we get to summer, I mean, I'm expecting it just to be pumping down there, like that's.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it will be. I mean, it's like if the. Obviously, there's always a hype when something opens, but if you're able to maintain that trade through the winter, I think you're set up.
Well, I think it's just cool because it's got that point of difference. It's cozy. It's got the couches everywhere. The amazing DJs in there constantly, and different promoters, so it keeps it fresh. And the sound's brilliant. It's just, the drinks are nice. Everything's like on point.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come. Me and my boyfriend obviously love going out. That's why I end up doing a podcast. But we're about to go home for 6 weeks. But when we get back, I'm definitely keen to come in. But it's like, what night will I go? Do I want to come and see live jazz, or do I want to come 5 a.m. or do I just come at all?
Yeah, which one you want to come to? I mean, the Saturdays are amazing, obviously. I think Saturdays is always going to be the strongest night of the week, But
where do people smoke? Do they have to go downstairs?
They go downstairs. I mean, it's a pokey room down there, because we're technically part of the Riley pub, Like you can go through a little side door and you're in the poker room, so it's not like you sit and gamble and have a cigarette.
Yeah, but it's nice to have the couches and stuff because everyone, as much as it's great and people go out to dance and stuff, people do want to sit down and have a chat.
Yeah, and on the other side, because it's split in two, you've got the booth on the other side. So early, everyone starts in the booth and they're eating, chilling, and then you go into the dance floor and they have a party. And then instead of going home like you would have been kind of over it, you actually get back in that side and you're like, it's good. Everyone's like monging in the booths again or on the couches, having big cuddle puddles. So it's pretty funny. Like and unisex toilets, that's been the highlight, I think, because everyone's in there just like having big chit chats and stuff like that. It's a big social,
Yeah, I was actually going to comment on how nice the bathrooms were because when I popped in there, they were lovely. I didn't realise they were unisex.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's unisex. So I think that's quite cool because you get to go in there and just have chats with people and stuff like that. But
yeah, it sounds like good. So it sounds like creating like a good culture.
That's what it is. Like it's not a big place, but you don't get bored. There's a lot of fun in there. You can do the laps, So yeah, it's great. So I'm really happy with it so far. And
so that's obviously like you're all in on that at the moment. That's
I've pulled back on a lot of other things. I mean, I'm going to Europe next month. And even that, I'm like a bit like shit,
So that's ballsy.
Yeah, but I think things are pretty much in a good place right now, and I've got Andy, my manager, he's really all over it, and some other new staff who've come in who are like on top of it. So I think I feel safe to go.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But I'll be on my laptop every day and still doing all my stuff, So
yeah, still contactable.
Yeah,
unlike me, I'm like bye.
I'd love to do that, but then I mean I'm the one that handles all the event side of it, and sort of everyone speaks to me and I program it, and so I still need to be doing all that side, Andy runs the venue, the restaurant, and all the ordering, all that stuff. But I'm keeping the actual promo side of it.
Afloat behind the scenes.
So that's my
and then do you have a partner?
Yeah.
She's involved, or
no, she comes and helps me clean up when it's busy. Marie, she's awesome. So she comes in, gets glasses and plates. So sometimes when it's busy, it's a bomb site. It's so much stuff. I mean.
And is she like interested in the music industry?
Yeah. No, she's interested in it. Yeah. I mean, I think she's a bit worried when I open it. She's like, "I'm never going to see you again." But it's actually been pretty good since I've started kind of found my balance and structure.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always going to be the first few weeks are always going to be.
Well, the first month, sorry, it was hectic, and I was also excited and hanging out with everyone and having margaritas, and it was just endless hangovers. And then after that, I was like, right, this is going to kill me.
Yeah.
So now I drive in and I drink soda water. It's like all or nothing with me, If I have a margie, that's it. I'm taking an Uber home. So now I just I stick on the soda water and I choose my battles maybe once a week. Like last Friday was my fun night.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I took an Uber to work,
It's part of the industry. It's part of it, but
you can't do it every night.
You can't do it every night.
It's going to burn you out and you'll hate it, So
absolutely.
And life's much easier. So now I'm waking up after a bit of a sleep and I'm having a nice day still. So I'm finding a lot of more happiness in it now, and you can have both, because that's my only worry, being out late every night. And then
that's what I was going to say. So is your 5 a.m. license every night?
It is. Well, 3 a.m. on a Sunday and 5 a.m. every night. Now, do we go to 5 a.m. every night? No. Like the Saturday's pretty much punch 5 a.m.
Yeah, and so the party's going until then.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, after the bar drops off, and like 3:34 or maybe 4:30. So then we'll call it if it's dead. But they've been pretty strong, so that's good. And the Fridays, I've noticed they die off a bit earlier, maybe like 2, something like that. So kind of closing maybe 3:30. But yeah, you never know. I mean, if it's busy, we'll keep going.
Yeah. That's late enough though. It's late enough for
It's plenty late enough. Like,
yeah.
I hate going past 5 because it's like then you see the sun coming up and
then you're committed.
then you're like, oh god, I feel horrible now. So.
Have you ever been to Sutra? Sorry.
Oh yeah. I play every other Sutra usually. So yeah. I played not last weekend.
Oh my god! Sorry. Another thing when Porritt was going on about, he kept talking about you, and he was saying the guy that owns the Lucky Cat is in their DJ. I think he came and saw you play.
Oh yeah.
We were not the one that just happened last weekend.
The one before
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So him and I went our separate ways for a bit in the event. Like we always do that. We're not joined at the hip or anything. Do anything. Yeah. And he came in and saw you play. You played in the back room.
Yeah. The back room. Yes. In the warehouse pub field room.
Yes.
So, yeah, I was playing there. Like,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, he always put me in there. Like, I'm happy. That's cool. Like, I drive in and do my gig and then drive home. You know,
that's awesome. I feel bad I didn't come in, but it wasn't to know.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, and I've known Jake and the guys who run that for a long time now. Like, God, even Jake, he's played for me at Blueprint years ago. So.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so it's nice to see them start their own thing and do well. Like, it's actually interesting. I mean, I feel like an old guy now after doing Blueprint for 10 years. Like, the amount of DJs that I've given like their first gig to, you know, like Zanky Galati, now he's got his big brand and like there's Andy F and all these other people that come in. Yeah,
so on Blueprint, so the first event I ever went to, I think it was the only Blueprint I went to was at the Bristol one.
Bristol Arms, on the rooftop.
I've actually got the pictures on my phone still because
I'm trying to think that been so long ago. It probably was the first one, maybe. Like
I think it might have been one of the first few. You were doing were you doing secret location?
Yeah, I was doing loads of secret locations, like warehouse parties. Like, that's what we got known for in the beginning. Like,
I've never really been to like a true secret.
They're amazing. Like, you used to have 300-400 people like till 3 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m, and then it's BYO, like just complete lawless. Like,
that's what you like, and that's what that one wasn't BYO, I think, because
it's licensed venue. Yeah,
that's why that's what struck my interest in it. It was actually a friend of mine from my hometown that I was living with here at the time when I first moved to Sydney, but this is 9 years ago, so it's a long time.
Was that like an international, like Robag Room or something?
Honestly, my memory is shot.
Yeah, there's some great parties out there. I love that venue. I think they're doing some work on it again now.
We have not we. Sorry, got nothing to do with that venue, but they are. They're because obviously we just opened Chinese Laundry. I've been around that area a lot recently, and you can see them doing it all up.
Great to see that rooftop come back. I mean, it's brilliant.
It'd be cool, being nostalgic to go in there.
Yeah.
Tell us about Blueprint. Where did it start? Where did it go?
Blueprint was it was just a bit of a wing, really. My friend had a warehouse and I was offered it, and I was like, do I really want to get involved in this again? But as I was sort of embracing the whole festival world, and I really enjoyed the music culture over here, and I found myself DJing at house parties and things. And actually, I was even playing like the Burger King in a few places by then. And I thought, okay, I'll put a party on, and I just came up with the name Blueprint because when I was working for Function One, like they had like really cool looking speakers. So I was looking at like the blueprint of their speaker design, and I was like, oh, that's got a blueprint. So that's how it is. So it's basically it comes down from the sound system.
Nerding out to the sound system.
Yeah, so it's the blueprint. So I was like, and then in the background of the words, like I had a picture of the speaker design. So that's how that started. So it's quite it's quite...
Did you start that by yourself?
Yeah, started by myself, and then we did a warehouse party, and it's like sold out straight away. So I was like, okay, that's it was an amazing vibe, and then it's a good little culture, and also it was a good business,
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
That was your full-time business?
Pretty much. Like, I was still doing some of the sound stuff, but then I pretty much went down that road, and we're doing a couple free warehouse parties a month.
Oh, you do them for free?
So no, we were doing like
2 to 3
a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So, and it was good money in it, But we worked hard for it, and we spent on the parties too,
Yeah, of course.
So what I spent, we had a crew.
And you did that for how many years?
Well, I think the warehouse parties went pretty well for about 4 or 5 years, and then the police were really clamping down on the whole culture of it. So there's a few I had to shut down, which is really annoying. And then, we've even tried again since here and there, and some have been great. Oh, we had a huge one a few years ago that's called The Bunker.
I actually think I could find old promo emails from you on my emails, because I was obviously signed up to them after I went to one event.
Yeah, if you haven't got a ticket, you get them.
And there was signed up for life. And there was one of you saying like, "Sorry, I remember you had to move it or cancel it."
Yeah,
the police were onto you.
Yeah, there's always hurdles, So in the end, I kind of like got fed up with it and moved down towards more venue stuff, which I think I even did a Blueprint and Laundry once, and pretty much done every venue,
Yeah.
Which is great. It's been it's been fun.
What's your favourite venue to throw a party in?
It's a tough one, actually. Ooh. Yeah, it's a tricky one. We used to enjoy doing like the Greenwood and like in the courtyard. That was pretty kind of fun. I mean, we did a lot of the bridge actually. Like,
Oh yeah.
we used to do Blueprint of the Bridge, and we used to have some great ones there, like till noon, like before Sutra and everyone else, we were doing it.
Yeah.
But that took its toll on me. Just like I'd be there for 24 hours setting up, and by the time I packed down,
Yeah.
and kills you, like, yeah.
That's sorry what I was referencing before when you were saying about the late nights. Is like I can only go to Sutra once or twice a year.
That's it, yeah, because it ruins you. And imagine those guys have to pack down after all that.
Yeah, and I will stay there till the end.
Yeah,
but it's such a fucking good.
It's so fun, yeah. I said to Jake, I was like, "How do you do it?" He goes, "Oh, mate, I have to go to sleep now, and I come back, like, cause everyone's getting older."
Oh, so he'll leave the party.
And they said, he has like a whole crew, so they set up. He's there helping, and he goes and has a sleep, and then goes back, and then at the end probably helps a bit, or has a crew doing it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've never been in there, nor do I have any real interest in going in there when it's not the party.
Yeah.
But I know it's not the way they make the venue look.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. They really put a lot of effort in.
And it's like, again, like the upside down umbrellas, the festival vibes, the colours, like it's great. Yeah. It must take them ages to set it up. That's
a huge job, yeah. But they've got a whole crew, and they've got a container full of decoy. It's pretty impressive, yeah. So, yeah, Blueprint, I did the Oxford Art Factory this year. We had Dub Fire, which is one of my all-time, about my little favourites.
Yeah.
My fan boys, growing up.
I went to Oxford Arts Factory for the first time last year. It's a really cool venue.
It's cool. It reminds me of like Fabric or something in England. You go downstairs and it's like sick. And I think it's a very underrated venue in Sydney.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like it's such a good vibe in there. And like so we had Dub Fire and we put like sick monitors in there and like all visuals and stuff and like went to town on it. And yeah, that was one of my best parties actually. So as far as like venues that I've done parties in, I think that was like a new tick. So as far as like the 10 years of doing stuff, it felt professional. It felt like a proper club. And I was like, this is sick, So yeah, I'll do that again for sure.
Yeah, well, I was actually just going to ask you that, but I thought I knew the answer, but I obviously didn't. I was going to say, now you have your own venue. Yeah. Would you still be interested in?
Yeah. So it's a tricky one, obviously, but I think because my thing is just always going to be doing its own thing, like with other people on. So it's not like I'm competing with myself. I think because it'll be busy. Both places will be busy,
But, especially if you pick the right time of year.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like I'll probably do like the Oxford again, maybe in January, February, for the right artists. And it's more techno, like I do it anyway. A bit more proper heavy clubs, Whereas the Lucky Cat, finding it a bit more like groovy house sort of stuff is like keeping that format there. Like I've been approached by other promoters, like who want to do techno, psytrance, and stuff like that. Like it's just not the right vibe for it. Like because we're getting quite a broad mix of people in there. Like everyone's pretty much enjoying the music, but you're getting like those girls and stuff from eastern suburbs or wherever, Bondi, and you get just randoms on Oxford Street. And
most people can dabble in a bit of house.
Yeah, exactly. We have disco house on a Friday that went really well. The Saturdays, but just funky groovy house, nothing too heavy or hard. And I've got to be really careful of that as far as programming wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I need it to be like when you walk in, it's not going to be like too much and you walk out, because that's obviously as a business owner now I don't want my bar to get cleared out, so
yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just
doing programming. So like if you think about bigger businesses, they have like corporate team that do all the corporate bookings, then they have like music team, like you're really
doing everything. Yeah, which is a lot of work, but I mean like I've been doing for a long time and enjoy it, so
that's
amazing. So I'm handpicking everyone and screening.
What's been your biggest learning through the process of opening the new restaurant?
I mean, obviously, it's there's a lot of spinning plates, like from the staff are obviously the biggest one, just training everyone and trying to run different, different styles of things in one place, like a nightclub and a restaurant, and a cocktail lounge, and trying to merge them all together, so it's getting the harmony and the balance, especially like if I have promoters on the Saturday and I've got a full restaurant, like, well, do we kick everyone out now? It's like, well, no, do you really want to kick everyone out the restaurant? The crowds will turn,
Yeah.
So I just like, okay, well, we have a small minimum bar spend, not like, just leave them in. This isn't the benefit for you and me. We'll waive the bar spend. You've got a vibe. We're happy the bar doesn't drop off,
Yeah.
So it's just keeping that harmony, and then a lot of people will stay, and but so far we've not had any issues. Like everyone's been happy. The bar's just kept consistent. They've had a vibe early, and people who wouldn't normally go to that party, they're like, oh, it's really good actually. I'll come back here, So
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's the good thing about a new venue is like people will go just to see it, just to try it, and then you might come just once, but there's a lot of people in Sydney, so even if everyone comes once, or they might be like, I love it, and they'll come back. So.
I think it's good. It's like, because it's not just a nightclub; it's a restaurant, it's a lounge. So whatever whatever your thing is. I think you're gonna find it there.
3 different friends go out with 3 different.
So I don't want to go. Like I'm gonna sit in that side, go in the restaurant, go
So
down in the toilets, and join the party.
So good. And then do you have? Obviously, you're a DJ as well. Where did that come from and start? And
so when I was doing motor racing over 20 years ago, I always liked music from England, you know, like it's back in the days. So hardcore and jungle techno and all that stuff. I always liked it, listening to Radio 1 and things like that. And when I was in America, I was actually going to record shops, just listening to tunes, and I bought some techniques. And I was actually, when I was at home and not on the road, I was just at home playing records and trying to go to the odd party. It was because there's a bit of a scene there in Indianapolis at that time. And I sort of got into it that way. And then next thing I was asked to DJ. People come in my house listening to it, like, come and play at my party. And I was like, all right. So then I became a DJ.
And did you do that full time?
After a while, I did. Yeah, a couple of years into that. I mean, I was playing like progressive house and Euro trance back in those days. And that's kind of when I stepped away from racing before I went back to England. And I was traveling all over the place, like flying to New York and playing gigs and stuff like that. And
really,
yeah, I actually did really well because I was the only guy really playing that kind of music. You know,
okay.
In America at that point, it's all Chicago house and Detroit techno. So,
and were you like doing?
I was doing like Euro style, like house, like huge tunes and stuff like that, and progressive, like so.
But were you doing vinyl or CD?
Yeah, I was playing vinyl. Yeah,
wow.
yeah, I like vinyl.
Do you still play vinyl?
I still do, yeah. The deck's in the Lucky Cat now, my decks. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've actually been digging all my records out. I've been now playing for my vinyls. It's actually really nice. So.
Do you play on CDJs as well?
I play CDJs now.
Yeah, but you can do vinyl. Oh, that's nice.
I do vinyl. Yeah, so that's where I started. Yeah,
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, so it's really good. But I think the reason I quit racing was because I didn't want to be on the road all the time anymore. You know, it's like just living in hotels. And then I was a DJ, and I was like, I'm doing the same bloody thing again. Like, how's this happen? I was like, it's great and everything, but that's kind of when I turned towards promoting. I was like, I'm at other people's parties, and it's like, I don't really know anyone. It's a little bit soulless sometimes. You're in and out. You're in the hotel room, back on the plane. I was like, it's great, but I wasn't really vibing off that. So I never really wanted to be a big DJ, traveling the world and all that stuff. So I ended up starting. I started doing parties in Indianapolis, like warehouse parties there.
Yeah, and it's
called Xanadu back then. So so that's why I went down that road. That's how I came up with that one. I was like, because then I built a community, and I made friends, and they would always be at the same party then.
Because that's the thing, people do say that DJing can be quite a lonely job.
You're on your own a lot, and then when you get to places, like you don't know people, and everyone's like, it's loud, and it's just kind of in and out,
Yeah.
So, and then you get back, and you're just like, what just happened? Like,
the bigger you get, the busier you are, the more you're traveling. And
so, I mean, it's a hard slog. I mean, obviously, the big ones are making big money, and they've got everyone kissing their asses and having the best time,
It takes a lot to get there, though.
A lot of, and it's very, like, 1% of people probably maybe get there, like, and usually the big ones have, like, a girlfriend touring with them, or the brother or something, or a best friend, they need a buddy usually. So I think that's how they deal with that. But yeah, it's not, I mean, it should be fun, but it's not something I really ever wanted to do, So,
yeah, interesting.
So I've been promoting and obviously having a venue now, which, well, again,
it seems like you've ended up in your perfect position.
I think so, yeah, because I wanted to get away from the club thing because it was just full on, and then that's why the restaurant came to sort of, I was like, all right, I'm hitting 40 now, it's going to ground me a bit.
I was actually going to ask how much you are, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm older.
I didn't know if I should ask.
In the 40s. I tell people, like, what the hell?
Yeah. You look great, and you've obviously achieved a lot, so well done.
Oh, yeah, I've got a bit of balance there. I go to the gym every day, I'm down at ice picks, in the sauna and swimming, like, just, I think you just look after yourself and go to bed, obviously, sleep's what kills me,
Yeah.
I'm at past 6 or 7, it's like, I'm ruined on it, I look old. But yeah, so it's just having that balance, and I think the restaurant is what grounded me, and now having this new venue, which, like I said, I wasn't so excited about doing in the beginning, but now it's that perfect balance because it's a restaurant and it's a venue.
What made you hesitate when they asked you?
I was just like, do I want to sign up to this again? And what if it turns into just a nightclub and it's, but when I walked in, it was a shitty sterile function space, and I just didn't see any vibe in it, and I already had to create a vision for it, like the umbrellas and moving all the sound and the DJ booth, like completely redid the whole layout. And
is that usually your thing, like being a bit of a visionary with that kind of stuff?
No, but it's something I'm actually pretty good at, I did the last Kaji and I did this Kaji, and I think I just, I'm quite creative, and I've been building things as a mechanic, and I did houses for a while in construction, and I like making things, and that's kind of like the challenge, and
pull it all together.
Yeah, and after being in so many different environments for so long, other people's parties and festivals and things like that, I've just seen.
You start
things.
to
You see the creative side of it, especially here, like all the bamboo creations and lighting,
you do, and like so, there is so much thought behind it. All. That's why the Strawberry Fields, there are installations.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? Yeah, see the way they build the stages and all the structures and all the sails and like the lighting, the projection mapping, and all And
it really like adds to how you're feeling there. Exactly. And it's like it's a whole experience. Yeah. It's like hits all your senses rather than just.
That's what we have now. I've got Mikey Crane who runs iBite. He's done the visuals for me and Lucky Cat. So we have 5 umbrellas matching, and it's like cool visuals, little journeys. Yeah, cool. So we've got that like it's just got that pretty bush de feel like boutique festival, but it's a restaurant, it's a bar.
And do you think like this is you now for the future?
I don't see this stopping anytime soon. This is going to be now my life for a while, I think.
Do you have any desire to own more than one venue?
Right now, I think I'm happy with just this, but I mean, it's something you could do, and you see a lot of people do that, but then you kind of take your eye off the ball, and I mean, I think it's special because it's that. If I did something else, it'd have to be a different format and a different thing.
Yeah, you can't
like copying the same thing. Yeah, or it's just like it's a knockoff. So yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see how we go from here. Like I was approached with the old Lucky Cat to make it a chain, and I said no because I just didn't want to be in that corporate world.
No, that's the thing, and people. They grow and they get excited by the idea of more, but then the more you have, the more it takes the fun away from
you lose your soul, I think, and the pleasure for it. And if I took that deal, they're a big corporate investment group, I would have been just basically like working for them in the end, like like minions I was reporting to every week, and I was like, this is not me.
Not for you, no. And that's the thing, it's a lifestyle as well.
Exactly, right? Yeah, it's a lifestyle. So I don't want to work too hard, but I mean, I work hard, but I still have my life, which is great.
Yeah, it sounds like you work pretty hard. Or you've definitely worked hard to this point, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But I like it because it was never, none of it was ever planned, and it's all just happened and fallen into place,
Yeah, so, right.
So
and do you have obviously the other good thing is obviously Carousel has recently opened up there.
Yeah, Kerry opened up last September. So
is it last September now? Wow.
Yeah, last September. Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah, opened in September. Yeah, because I played there at the end of September. I played there like every 2 or 3 months.
It's nice to just bring him back that part of the city.
Yeah, it's wicked.
You're not far, are you down? You're close to it.
Yeah, we're basically two lights away from each other. So I mean, Oxford Street used to be great years ago, and then it kind of died a death. And even the gay venues started dropping off, and it really just turned to a shit street. But recently, it's had a revival. I mean, you've got Noir, it's like the R&B sort of thing there, and then you've got Carousel. Obviously, he's been there now, and now I've opened up, and there's Burdekin down the bottom of the street there. They're on the other side of the road. The whole side of it's under construction. That's going to be Soho House, I think it's called.
Okay.
Which is going to be restaurants, bars, apartments. So that whole side by the end of next year, Oxford Street is going to be the place.
So. By then you'll probably be 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we do lunches 7 days a week. We'll be humming. Yeah.
And that's the thing with like communities is like you need like obviously yourself and Carousel, a couple of reputable brands will do wonders for the whole community.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there's no competition. I think it's just healthy competition.
It's
competition,
great.
As you call it, because now people are actually coming, and I see it. They come to my place and they go to the Carousel. They go to the Carousel and come to mine, and they come back there, or so it's working really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the more we have, the more reason for people have to come to Oxford Street, and there's venue hop like they used to.
That's the thing, because if you have somewhere that's completely out of the way, it's great. Like for example, Sutra Bridge Hotel, nothing there, but like
miles away.
But they've created like a very unique, special kind of brand. But it's a big gamble, right? Because you
take that $70 Uber from Bondi, and it's like shit. Now we're right here, and if it's not what you want to be at, then it's all the way home,
Yeah, so he's like got a very strong brand that he's obviously confident with, but. If to have a 7 day a week venue, you can't be in the middle of nowhere like that.
No, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's great. I think we've come in at the right time, and it's exciting to see what happens on that street.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
it's good for Sydney. It's nice to see finally. We're having some positivity.
Ready for Mardi Gras?
Yeah. Well, apparently, so this is was that April? Was it Mardi Gras? Was it April? I think before we took the keys. Anyway, yeah. Google rented my space. For it's MySpace, and so they leased. So Google did an event there on Mardi Gras, and they paid like a silly amount of money to hire the venue.
Because you can see.
So now next year, I'm like, I could do that, or maybe I'll do my own thing, or I could venue hire it to Google or someone, like.
So when you were saying Google rented to MySpace, I was thinking MySpace.
Yeah,
and I was like, hang on, now I'm confused.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so we probably are going to get loads of corporate things in there.
Yeah.
But in the day and whatever in the week and stuff like that,
Yeah, that's exciting.
But not.
Yeah, Mardi Gras would be a good party. That's the thing. Even like after the parade, to then go till 5 a.m.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be a big weekend.
And it's good because like we are on that street and it's a bit gay. We're actually getting like the gay community coming in. Like they're like, oh, this is amazing. It's like so it's open to everyone, which is great,
Oh, absolutely. I think if you have like a welcoming, what's the word, like basically a welcoming venue and safe and everyone inclusive is the word.
So
is that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
totally,
so it's just like everyone's welcome. It's a great spot for everyone, so it's cool.
No dickhead policy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I was going to say conscious of time because it's not Tuesday night like usually, but you've got a restaurant to get to. Because it is a Friday afternoon. Is there anything else you want to touch on? Did you just say Blueprint? Yeah, so
Blueprint will be September 13th, which is the 10th birthday.
Wow.
So that'll be at the Lucky Cat. Should be nice. So yeah, I've got some old friends playing that one, like Gabby and Monica Ross, and Jake Hugh and Marley Sherman, I think. Maybe someone else. I'm still working on it. So that'd be nice.
You've been here 10.5 years. You started Blueprint pretty early.
Pretty quick, yeah. Yeah. So
straight in.
Straight in. So this will be our 10th birthday, which is amazing. And then as far as me personally, I think I'll be in Europe. I'm playing a festival over there called Summer Contrasts in Poland.
Oh, that's random.
Yeah, so actually the guys from Tabarasa who run Waves Festival, they're involved with that, doing a stage. So they asked me if I want to come play. So I'm gonna go there and do that. Yeah, I'll pop to Berlin, hang out with the Breakfast Club guys, and then just go do the rounds and see family and do all that shit, and come back and get busy,
How long are you going away for?
I'll be there for a month. I actually have to come back because I'm going to the Snow the first weekend at Subsonic down at Threadbow.
Oh, the Subsonic
crew, yeah. So they're doing like a package thing and like taking everyone down there. So I'm DJing down there actually the first weekend when I get back.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then straight back for Blueprint.
Do you ever? Well, I was going to say when we referenced Return to Rio before you were double booked. I was going to say, do you ever find yourself in a situation?
That was that time. Sometimes it does screw you, but you have to be.
Yeah, that's the thing, and like especially Sydney. Why we put all our festivals on in the middle of summer when it's so fucking hot, I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're having to move them a little bit now because of the fire thing and all that stuff, and insurance. They can't get insurance because they're too risky. So there's a lot of dates that are moving a little bit, which is great.
But winter, obviously, I wouldn't necessarily want to be camping right now.
No,
but spring and autumn.
Perfect, yeah. I guess it's the rain factor. Like it could rain, it could wash you out, and things like that. And it is a lot busier in the summer as far as numbers wise. A lot of people are more in the countries, more internationals here, and then towards the end of the summer, people are kind of burnt out. Yeah, you can have a cold snap. It can rain. Like there's a lot of risks when you're doing these things. There's so much money involved in it.
I went to pitch 2023.
Yeah.
Fucking freezing.
Yeah, it gets cold down there.
Went to pitch 2024. Yeah. I didn't take my coat out of my bag.
Yeah, it's like
boiling,
wasn't it?
So it's like it's a difficult country to
and when you've got millions of dollars on the line,
100%.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Congratulations on the new restaurant.
Thank you.
I have been in, but I'm excited to come in properly and go for a proper night out. And super excited for you and everything to come. It's nice when you see people that have obviously worked hard actually pay off, get somewhere.
There's passion behind it, and there's love.
So you should be I think you should be very proud of
I am, I'm very happy and thankful. It's a good spot to be. It's a good journey, so
well, if there's nothing else, we might wrap it up. But thanks so much for your time and coming over. I really appreciate it.
Right, thanks.
Thank you.